Hello and welcome to Starcraft Pulse. My name is Swin and I'll be your host today and for every other day. There's a lot of news going around this week, so I won't waste any time talking here like I'm doing now. Let's get right to it. Okay, so I'm not really sure one could call this a patch because StarCraft 2 patch 1.0.3 seems more like a hotfix or something. The patch only fixed one issue preventing players from accessing offline mode from the login screen. You can find the official patch note in the links below or over at starcraft2.com. On sort of the same topic, the guys over at Blizzard have let us know that there will in fact be some balance changes coming soon. They say they are well aware of all the issues, such as the current Terran dominance, and are actively trying to solve the problems. We have to remember that the game's only been out for a couple of weeks, so we gotta give them a bit of time to work on it. But that's it, stay tuned and let's hope it's not the Blizzard soon, and rather a normal soon instead. One thing that's sort of been dominating the news recently is the Gamescom convention and Blizzard's presence there. You can see exactly what's going on at the Gamescom convention and Blizzard's schedule there over at blizzard.com or in the links below. There are a few pieces of Gamescom news in today's show, so just watch the whole thing and you'll be sure to see it all. The 2010 Blizzard Global Writing Contest is going to be coming to an end soon. So if you have yet to submit your original tale from the Diablo, Warcraft or Starcraft universes, the deadline is Monday the 23rd of August. I've yet to finish up my entry and I think it's going to be a long weekend. Blizzard have let us know that in the near future they will be allowing everyone a chance to change their chosen StarCraft 2 character name for free. I think it's a great idea because a lot of the players didn't quite know the significance of the character name when they started playing StarCraft 2, so let's hope that happens sooner rather than later. It's time for the best and brightest to get to work to create what is no doubt set to be some of the greatest fan art in the Warcraft, Diablo and StarCraft universes we've ever seen. The BlizzCon 2010 online contests are here. So if you want to enter, check out the separate pages for the video, original song and fan art contests in the links below. You've conquered the StarCraft 2 single player and climbed the multiplayer ladder, but you have what it takes to become a custom map designer in StarCraft 2. In their first ever StarCraft 2 mapping contest, Blizzard has challenged everyone to make the most creative, fun and polished custom map that the galaxy has ever seen. So if you think you've got what it takes, check out the links below and enter your map into the contest. HD and Husky Starcraft's baby has finally hit the web. Starcraft Arena is now live and they claim that it is the new home to everything Starcraft 2. The site has everything from replays to tutorials, casts to tournaments and even some really active forums. With those two great guys behind the wheel, I'm sure the site will do nothing but succeed, so be sure to visit starcraftarena.net today. GomTV and OnGameNet have made an agreement to let OnGameNet cast the Global StarCraft 2 League 5 days a week. The Global StarCraft 2 League will start on the 18th of August with its pre-season games. There were a couple of interesting interviews this week for us to read, watch or listen to, so let's check those out quickly. GameSpot recently had an interview with Russell Brower, Blizzard Entertainment's Director of Audio and Video. In the interview they explore his career background and get a feel for what it was like for him to compose for StarCraft 2. GosuGamers.net have some great interviews with two of the bigger voice actors in StarCraft 2. Listen to Neil Kaplan and Robert Clotworthy talk for an hour and a half each about their experiences recording for this game. If you were wondering, they're the voice actors for Tychus and Jim Raynor. Blizzard had a short interview with Madfrog at the Warcraft Invitational last week. It covers his reasons for playing StarCraft 2 and his dedication to his fans, so if you're one of them, that's definitely going to be worth a read. You can find links to all those interviews below. Just a couple of days ago, Blizzard posted details on how esports tournament organizers can get a license from them. Generally, these are handed out immediately and free of charge, so if you plan on hosting any big tournaments, it's probably better to have a license for it. You can check it out and read more about their reasoning behind that in the links below. Exciting news for the Little One fans. TLO will be moving to South Korea along with some of the other members in the Liquid clan. His withdrawal from the ESL Pro Series was the first sign, but that was followed up quickly by a full article detailing the journey Liquid will take into Korea. You can read more about TLO's trip to the competitive gaming mecca that is South Korea over at gosugamers.net. In an all MTW final of Go for SC2 number 29, Dimaga managed to best his clanmate Dimuslim with a score of 3-2. Interestingly enough, Dimaga played as Terran in this tournament and still managed to take everyone in his path down. Go for SC2 number 30 also happened last night with Protoss player Sok besting the Zerg Momin in the finals with a score of 3-2. You can find the full results and replay packs to both those tournaments in the links below. The Swedish Terran player Morrow took home the €100 prize money from this past weekend Zotac Cup 18. In the best of 5 final he beat Lucifron with a score of 3-0. You can also find the full results and replay packs of that tournament below. We will obviously be seeing more Zotac and Go for SC2 Cups this coming week, so stay tuned for results from those. Along with Gamescom this year came the Intel Extreme Masters Starcraft 2 competition, and I'll definitely try to keep you updated with results from that. All that I know so far is that TLO and Madfrog are through from Group A, and Tarsten and Morrow are through from Group B. If you were wondering why Morrow was there, Morrow was chosen to replace Brat-OK due to Brat-OK's visa issues. You can find a full schedule and games that have been played and have yet to be played over at gosugamers.net. The first 2 qualifiers for the Nvidia Gosu Cup have been completed and we have our first 4 competitors. HeyPro, Lost Shadow aka AJTLS, Huck and Sok are through to the playoffs. You'd better stay tuned for the next round of qualifiers coming this weekend. Well-known Brood War player Goody has won the first Compito Cup. He managed to beat Hasu Obs in the finals with a score of 2-1 to secure himself the €50 prize money. The Compito Cup was introduced a few days ago and will happen every second Monday. That means the next cup will be on Monday the 30th of August at 5 PM. The tournament is open to everyone and will always feature that €50 prize money for the winner, so if you're interested, check the links below for more on that. The Craft Cup series seems to still be running, but there are really so few good news sites that are covering all these tournaments, so I'm not quite sure what's happening there. You can find all I know about Craft Cup in the links below, and if you have any suggestions about up-to-date news sites that cover all these tournaments, please let me know in the comments below. So that's it for the international news. Let's check out what's been happening locally. The first retail fist has concluded and Bravado player Chase has walked away with the title. All the games went by quickly and smoothly and we were done with time to spare. The Protoss player Chase met up against the Terran player McNoob in the finals and managed to win with a score of 3-0. You can find the full results for the tournament and the replay pack over at meton.co.za or in the links below. The date for the next fist has not been set yet, but keep checking back here for more. Polarfluke is on the move again. They have announced their next big tournament called Polarfluke Heaven's Devils. The tournament is set to run over the weekend of the 4th of September. There are no confirmed prizes just yet, but I'm sure we're going to hear more about that in the coming days. So if you want a chance to fight for glory in Polarfluke Heaven's Devils, head on over to polarfluke.co.za to read more about that. Another tournament we heard about last week was Polarfluke Factions. We've now got more details about that, and apparently it will be a team-based league kicking off on Monday the 30th of August. Teams will be competing against each other in 1v1 and 2v2 games on a weekly basis, so you'd best brush up on those social skills because you can't fly this one solo. I think it's a great idea and it's definitely going to mix things up a bit. You can register for Polarfluke Factions over at polarfluke.co.za right now. Just a quick reminder that the GamerNet 2v2 Cup is kicking off this Sunday at 6 PM. The tournament already has 16 teams entered and will expand by a further 16 if there's enough interest. So if you're a fan of 2v2, this one's for you. You can register over at gamernet.co.za. I thought I'd just give a quick shout out to the guys running the Starcraft 2 ZA Facebook group. They're doing a great job so far with the group and it's nearing 200 members now. It's incredibly active and there are a lot of great people to chat to there. So if you want to get your nerd on with a bunch of local Starcraft 2 players, you better check that out in the links below. Alright, let's see what's been happening in Warcraft news. So it's finally been announced. The World of Warcraft Cataclysm Collector's Edition was revealed yesterday by Blizzard. I for one was waiting for this so I could go place my order and be sure of its arrival on launch day. The contents of this sought after bundle is looking amazing as expected, and it looks like it'll set you back about $80. That's just over €60 and just under 600 Rand. I've already uploaded a video covering everything we're going to get in it here on YouTube, so you can check out the Tales of Lumin channel for more on that or just check the links below. Cataclysm beta build 12759 has hit the servers, and with it, way too much information to even try mention here. It brings new model and area updates, new loading screens, armor specialization and masteries, the new Tolbarad PvP and questing zone, guild achievements and rewards, and much, much more. You can read all about that in the links below. German website gamona.de had an interview with Tom Chilton at Gamescom just yesterday. It covers a lot of interesting Cataclysm topics, including Blizzard's patch and expansion cycle, phase-in, real ID, and the new Tolbarad zone. You can obviously find that over at gamona.de or worldofraids.com. We've been told by a blue poster that the events leading up to Cataclysm may well begin soon. I'm pretty sure they're going to involve Deathwing and the destruction he is destined to cause to the old world. So be ready for that in the live servers, guys, it can't be long now. World of Raids have announced the winners of their Name That Zone beta key contest. You can find the full list in the links below or over at worldofraids.com. Wowhead.com is currently having a beta key competition involving haikus. Lots and lots of haikus. So if you want to get your hands on a Cataclysm beta key or just read a lot of cool World of Warcraft haikus, head on over to wowhead.com. The Tales of Lumin Cataclysm coverage has started. I've already uploaded the Goblin starting area, The Day Deathwing Came, a video covering the new opening theme of World of Warcraft Cataclysm, and a video covering the World of Warcraft Cataclysm Collector's Edition and all its contents. There's a lot more to come, so enjoy that and keep checking back at the Tales of Lumin channel for more. The World of Warcraft Curse of the Worgen comic has been dated. We'll be seeing it on shelves on November the 17th, so if you're a lore fan or you just like reading comics, then be sure to keep your eyes open for that. Some slightly unrelated news now, in some ways at least. Wrath of the Lich King is set to launch in China on August the 31st. Yes, they've been playing Burning Crusade till now. I guess it's pretty sad they were stuck with Burning Crusade for all this time while we were playing Wrath of the Lich King, but I guess that's how it goes. So if you want to read more about the poor Chinese gamers and their struggles, check that out in the links below. Let's move on to the Diablo news. As I mentioned earlier, Gamescom is in full swing and the new and exciting news is just flooding in like crazy. One of the more interesting reveals at Gamescom thus far was one of the new features we're going to be seeing in Diablo 3, the Caravan. You can watch a video covering all of that at the Tales of Lumin channel or just check the links below. Hopefully we're going to be hearing more Diablo 3 news soon, so keep checking back here or at midtown.co.za for more. Bashiok once again jumped into a thread on the official forums and gave us some information on health globes and boss monsters. Judging by his words, it seems like the health globe system is undergoing some changes. All these small details and changes add up and definitely end up being worth the read, so check that out in the links below or over at diablo.incgamers.com. So that's it for this week's show. I apologize if I missed any news, and if I did, you can probably find it over at midtown.co.za. I just wanted to thank Cows23, Anthem and Gino for helping me out with that Aces competition I mentioned last week. You guys rock, but not so much you, Anthem. So if you want to help out too, you can find all the details in the links below. It's really fast and easy to do. But as usual, I also got to thank all the new viewers and subscribers. It's great to see the numbers rise and I really appreciate it. So thanks for watching everyone. Keep checking back at the YouTube channel for more, and most importantly, happy Starcrafting.